Girlies, you need to start lying to men. You need to stop being so honest and vulnerable and good when it comes to dealing with men, because these men don't care. They don't care about the things that you're revealing to them. They don't care everything that you've been through. The only reason why they tell women that they want an honest woman, they don't want a woman who's playing games, is so that it can become easier for them to play games with you. Because then you believe, oh my God, they're being honest with me. No. When they say that they want an honest woman, they're lying to you. And if you don't believe that men are lying to you, have you ever gone on a dating app and seen men putting the fact that they're like 6'3" or 6 foot on their profile, but then turns out in real life, they're 5'7"? They're already lying from the beginning and they feel comfortable with that. So you think that you need to tell a man everything because you don't want to be playing games. Honey, the game is going to go on even if you say that you're not going to play it. The game is going to get played again and again and again. And if you do not accept the fact that you're probably going to have to play along and find a way to play it to your benefit, you will get played. Saying, I don't want to play no games. I don't want to be lying. I just want honesty. I want a man who's going to be able to handle me for everything, for who I am. It's not going to get you no man who's going to be able to handle you for who you are. Telling a man on the first day everything that you've gone through in your childhood, talking about your narcissistic ex-boyfriend, talking about all of the trauma you went through with men or whatever it is you've gone through. Father wound, mother wound, whatever. It's not gonna make him care more. It will actually make him have more dirt on you that he can use against you to make you form a stronger trauma bond with him, making you more dedicated to him, making you more subservient to him so that he can use your energy for his benefit, and you will just string along undermining your own value because you believe whatever value you have is now attached to the story that you have told him about who you are and what you've been through. When you tell men everything that you've gone through, when you overshare with men, it's the exact moment you meet them or just a couple dates down the line, you're giving the men all of the ammunition they need to fire shots at you. And they will use it. Understand that. They will use it. That is exactly why you need to get comfortable with lying. And I'm not necessarily saying you need to whip up some fake story, which is actually something you can do if you want to be strategic, because that way these men will let you off the hook, because now it seems like you've been fake vulnerable. You've been fake vulnerable. They think you've been vulnerable, but you've been fake vulnerable. You're playing it right back in their face. And if you make up a fake story, then something you went through, something that was embarrassing. A seagull stole my bikini on vacation. It was really embarrassing. Or it's really embarrassing, but I'm actually a little embarrassed about being only 5'4". It's actually something I'm a little insecure about. Damn, bam, you've given him something he can use. And then you'll see if he starts using it, whether he's a manipulator or not. And it's not no harm thing. It's actually a good way to make sure that the people around you, you clock whether they are people that are manipulators or not, even if they don't turn out to be manipulators. It's good to have a little embarrassing story up your sleeve to see if people are going to use it against you. Anyways, a little fake embarrassing story, mind you. If you reveal too much to these men, they will use it against you, because now they have all of your cards. They can see all of your cards, and they don't see that it's wrong for them to play it to their gain, to their favor, because they believe that whatever it is you reveal to them is actually something that you think that they deserve to know, because they're these loyal, amazing, great creatures. While in reality, they're not. They're not. They're going to play you if you let them. This is why you need to be unplayable. And doesn't always mean that you come off as if you're like, don't talk to me. No. It just means that you're comfortable not letting people know everything about you. You're comfortable saying, I'm not comfortable talking about that. And if people are going to continue pressing, what do you think about this? Don't you have anything to share with me? You know what? I was watching Love is Blind the other day. And there's some guy who's oversharing some story about whatever he's gone through. And it was super hard and he was sad. But you know what? He was only doing that so that he could make the girls tell them something really, really vulnerable about themselves. And one girl was sharing a lot. And as soon as she shared a lot, he was like asking her questions, questioning about, ooh, are you sure you should be doing that? Really? He wasn't taking it the way that she took his sob story. She was very open about his sob story. She was like, oh, I'm so happy you told me this. But when she told him her sob story, then suddenly he was questioning her. Because now he has an in on her to manipulate her, to make her trauma bond with him so that he can meddle around with her. The other girl, on the other hand, though, was more reserved and said, you know what? I don't want to be sharing everything with you because we don't know each other like that yet. And what he said was, well, I want to know everything about you in order for me to figure out whether we should be married. That is something that men do very early on. They say, I want to know everything about you. And it might come off as endearing, like I want to build something strong, so I want to know everything about the foundation. No, they want to know everything about the foundation so that they can crack the foundation. And then they can be like, well, it wasn't my fault. I just misstepped. It wasn't my fault. They don't want you to understand that it's their fault, which is why when you reveal too much, you think that it's your fault. And it's like, oh my God, I should never have revealed that. And yeah, you know what? You shouldn't have. Because when you reveal too much to a man, you give that man all the ammunition he needs to be able to play you. And you do not want to do that. And it's not lying to a man, omitting information. Let's talk about that. A lot of girls out there saying, I don't want to lie to a man. I can't lie. If you cannot lie, you will be playing yourself. And it's not lying to be omitting information that someone does not deserve. It's the same way that if you tell someone that you've got $10 billion in your bank account, if you run around with a credit card that says you got those $10 billion in your bank account, if you run around saying that, look, I got money, you're more likely to get played by that money. It is better to keep your cards close to yourself. It's nothing to do with being dishonest. It has something to do with understanding that not everyone deserves access to you the second they've given you a cup of coffee, the second they've told you that you're beautiful. No, the men don't even deserve to know your name. They don't even deserve to know where you're from, who you hang out with, what you do. Just because they've said that you're beautiful. Oh, I like your style. Oh, you're so beautiful. I had that happen to me a couple days ago. I was walking down the street talking on the phone, and some dude on the corner saying, oh, I really like your style. I'm on the phone. Why do you want to talk to me? It's not lying, just looking the other way, walking forward. It's not being insincere. It's not being mean. It's not being a B word. Doing what you need to do. Ignoring men. Ignoring men does not make you mean. It makes you protective of yourself. But men do not like the fact that women are waking up and choosing themselves first, because that means that less energy is going towards them, which makes them act out, which makes them more verbal, makes them tell you, I want honesty. I want you to tell me everything. They're being more verbal. They're telling you that you're mean. They're telling women that they're gold diggers. They're telling women that they're all of this and all of that so that we can reveal more, so we can become angry, so we can become triggered, so that we can tell them more about ourselves. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I went through this and this and this. I went through this and this and that. And then they're like, oh, you're not like that. And then whenever it is you want more, you deserve more, you set your standards higher, they're going to be like, well, you went through all of this and this and that, so that means that you don't deserve that. They know how to play it. And if you do not sit down and understand that lying, omitting things about who you are, what you've been through, it's not bad. It is you protecting yourself. Because not everyone deserves to know your truth. They're gonna judge you regardless. You're a woman, you will be judged for everything. So, don't tell a man everything. Lie to men. Lie every day. Don't even tell your man everything. He doesn't deserve to know everything about you. Don't tell him about your financial situation. Don't tell him about everything. It's not yours to share. It's not his to hold, and he won't hold it and care for it the way he should, because he doesn't care. He wants your energy, and that's all.